Hello. Hi,
First of all,
Shaila.
my apologies. I'm late by 3 minutes. I had a technical issue here.
No problem.
And before we start, I wanted to double check what your name, Hina, is correct pronunciation, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Hi, Shaila. So, good afternoon, or shall I say good morning to you?
Still morning, yeah. Here it's still morning.
Yes. Good morning, Shaila. How are you? How's this morning for you?
It's a regular boring day.
Regular
uh,
boring day.
but
Hmm.
I'm excited because I'm having this conversation because I didn't have a conversation in a while.
Hmm.
Um, doing I didn't have anything last week, or I think the one that I had was like the week before. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm excited to have this after some time now. Earlier,
Great.
I used to have more conversations, but now I'm a bit lazy.
Ah.
Uh,
All right. That's all right. We can take some rest time to time and be
yeah,
lazy. Yeah, we deserve it. All right. Yeah. So I'll be the speaker for this session today, Shaila. I think we were supposed to meet some time ago.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you had
yeah.
some.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, right. Okay. So, yes, what do you want to talk about? I have some cool questions for you if you want to go ahead.
Of course, yeah. Please
Yeah.
go ahead
Yeah. So if I'm
because I
not
don't really
wrong,
have any.
okay. If I'm not wrong, you stay in England, right?
Yes, I live here.
Yes. So, any when you first went there, any weirdest food combinations that you've tried that blew your mind?
Oh, right. So basically, when it comes to food, I am such a picky eater.
Hmm.
So even the looks of the food can actually, influence me. I wouldn't
Hmm.
even, there are things that I have never touched. For example, pork being one. I've
Hmm.
never tasted pork because I eat non-vegetarian, but for some reason I never even tried pork. And oh, what else? So for that very reason, I haven't tried anything weird because
Hmm.
here, yeah, the you can say very traditional dish
Hmm.
of England is fish and chips. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, but
Hmm.
I have never tried that.
Hmm.
And the very reason is fish. The fish is very bland because how they do it is they fry raw fish. They
Hmm.
mm, put in a batter and then deep fry it. That's how they
Yeah.
make it. So no seasoning, nothing. Just yeah, salt is there definitely. Yeah, then that with chips and then mashed pieces. The combination. My husband and my son they love it, but not
Hmm.
me. And I haven't even tried it. It might be good. I don't know. I have not tried. So yeah, I can't really say. Another thing that I can say might be weird is this is not weird definitely because fish and chips is really loved
Hmm.
here. Something called black pudding. Have you heard of black pudding?
No, I haven't.
I think it is made of. It's a maybe a sweet dish because it's served at Christmas dinner,
Hmm.
and it's again a traditional dish. I think it's made of blood. Blood of maybe lamb, I think, or something. Yeah, but it's kind of sweet. I think I've never. It's pudding. It's called pudding. May not be sweet, but it is made of blood. Yeah. So I've
Ah, okay.
combination again combinations. I've tried. It's not. It's. I mean, to some people, not here actually. We talk about weird food combinations that I have tried. Have you heard of what do you call the lentil fries? Or we call in. I'm from Kerala, so
Hmm.
we have something called lentil fritters. Yeah, it is called paripu vada. Yeah, paripu
Mm.
vada.
Yeah, I've tried it. Yes, yes. Lentil
Have you tried
fritters.
it? Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
that with banana is a nice combination, but some people don't like it. So what you do is you take a bite of banana, you take a bite of these fritters, and then a bite of banana, and then you eat. And another combination is banana fries
Mm-hmm.
with some people eat. I've never tried it. Banana fries with beef. Beef. First of all, not many people eat beef. Beef curry or fry. I think that is another weird combination that I have heard of. But yeah, not in England actually. This is the one thing that I thought it might be a bit weird. Black pudding, but it is kind
Mm-hmm.
of out here. I think
Mm.
people do have it, yeah. But someone told me I might be wrong. I may be wrong that it is made of blood is what I heard. I think.
Okay, I've heard of blood sausage, not not really pudding, like
Yeah.
in savory, but not really sweets.
Yeah. I'll just quickly.
Mm.
Yeah. So you can go on to your
Mhm.
next question because this. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, black pudding is a type of blood sausage originating in pork or beef blood combined with.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not. It's a sausage. Yeah. So it's okay. I thought it's
Ah.
sweet.
Yes, that I've heard of. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Tell me, if like when you went there and settled down, um, in your experience, has there been any awkward moments or embarrassing moments that you've come across?
I'm not really awkward because first of all, the people here they are so that's in the culture that they don't really make fun of you or make you feel embarrassed. Even I don't know what they feel inside, but
Hmm.
outward they don't really show that.
Hmm.
So I didn't really even if you make um, mistakes, they don't, you know, call it out or just
Hmm.
they don't show it. They don't tell you that. So which is really nice. At least I mean, to me at least, I feel that oh yeah, you getting feeling embarrassed in front of public and that kind of situation I didn't have, but
Hmm.
I did have a bad experience when I moved here. For example, like when was it? 2012. So I've been here
Hmm.
for 13 years. Yeah. So in the early days when I moved here, I had a bad experience from a person who was living beneath my flat. I was
Hmm.
living there alone because my husband was working elsewhere, and I was living close to my office. We did that for like kind of 8 9 months, and then this guy was kind of, I think he was a drug addict. He was all the
Hmm.
time drunk, or so during the day he would sleep, and in the night he would stay up. And in the night, when one I think one night I um, dropped a glass or a bottle something. So it was like in the middle of the night, and this guy came up. I didn't know who it was, and he started banging on the door, and I had to eventually call the police. So I
Hmm.
had no idea because it was like a block of apartments, um, and yeah, so that dealing with that, and that guy created a lot of problems. He apparently punctured our car tire. He broke the wiper on our car, and so yeah, sort of things. So and then yeah, we complained to the police, and then he was handled. I mean, he was dealt with, but he didn't create any problem afterwards. So that was yeah, no, kind of awkward actually. When you move
Hmm.
into a country, and then but that was just one experience I had.
Hmm.
Another funny one actually.
Hmm.
When my once when it was like a few 3 4 years ago when I was in the superstore, and this my son was in the trolley. Actually, there's a big push trolleys where you
Hmm.
can usually you put your young or the toddlers. There is a space allocated for that, and my son
Hmm.
actually went inside the trolley, and then he was sitting there, and then this a middle-aged lady,
Hmm.
she started staring at me or my son. I think, yeah, I found it very, offending. So he was like
Hmm.
literally staring. So then what I did was like I literally followed that lady everywhere in the shop, and then she eventually got scared of me. I back. Yeah, I do that. If somebody does that, there was no real reason for her to do that. I don't know if
Hmm.
me. I don't know if what triggered her. Maybe she
Hmm.
didn't. My son sitting inside the toilet, I don't know what, but I felt she could have, it's yeah. So that was another. But again, I don't know, it can be called awkward. But yeah, I didn't have any
Hmm.
other embarrassing moments.
Hmm. Yeah. So, when the guy banged on your door, like you were all alone at night?
Yeah, yeah, I was. Yeah, I was, and then I called the police because I didn't. And I tried calling my husband, and his phone was off. And there was no point in calling because he was miles. He was living miles away then.
Yeah.
And I called the police, and they asked me questions like, how is the building like? Is it an apartment, a flat, or how is the entrance? I said like it's just single door. Oh, so then that must be somebody from inside will come, and then they came like half an hour
Mm,
or later. But
okay.
by the time they came, he had left. But
Okay.
yeah, and in the morning, I checked with the neighbors, and then they said that he has done this before as well to the previous tenants.
Mm,
Apparently he doesn't like people from other countries, so that was the reason. Yeah, so they
oh.
were.
Must have been really scary, right? At night.
It was, yeah, you wouldn't believe, right? I mean, it's like it's a crime actually to carry a knife or any kind of weapon with you. But
Mm,
those days I used to carry a little knife in my bag because I have to go past this guy's door. If
yeah.
for some reason, if I come across this guy opening his door and then I'm walking past his door and he does, because he is not in
Yes.
his right mindset, he's a nut sort
Yes.
of. So yeah, so he can do anything because if he
Mm,
has done all these kind of things, he tried to damage the car. Oh yeah, and then he followed me onto the bus because I used to take bus, and then he followed me onto the bus and then started swearing. So that's when I complained to the police because I had evidence. The bus driver was there. So yeah.
mm, that is a very bad experience. But only one, right? I mean, that doesn't really ruin the
It's
entire
one. Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
You know what the reason behind that was? He didn't know what kind of location that was because
Hmm.
it is rated one of the worst in that county.
Hmm.
Um, so if you there is something called location rating or loc rating where you can go and put in the postcode and you can see what the color of the region is. Like if the color is amber, it is mid range, but if it is green, it's really nice, no
Hmm.
crime. But
Hmm.
it's red. So this was for red area. We didn't know that,
Hmm.
and because we got that rent, which is it was a really nice flat for cheap rent,
Hmm.
and we didn't
Hmm.
know. Yeah. So that was the reason because that guy was like, like a here there are a lot of people who get benefits from the government, and then that's how they can live without a job, easily
Hmm.
survive because the government, the council will look after them. So so this was one of those guys who was, and obviously will get triggered when people from other countries come and do they take, yeah, they say so that we
Hmm.
take, and yeah. But it's not always true, only people who are qualified get job. Otherwise,
Yeah. It's fortunate that they can at least, live without having to earn.
yeah,
It's
yeah, that's
not the case at all
obviously,
here. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is something that I like about here. You
Hmm.
don't really see much poverty here. You can't, you people, everyone looks alike, really, like in terms of their dressing. You can't really tell who is, well off or who is, below. There's no below
Hmm.
poverty, maybe, but yeah, BPL sort of, yeah, it's not there.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, you
Fortunate.
don't get to see starving children,
Yeah.
which is really hurting, when you see
Yes.
the starving children, and yeah.
Yes. Yes. Everyone is not so fortunate in the world. Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I actually had one more question I really wanted to ask before our time is up. Um, would you dare to take a lie detector test in front of your family or friends?
I would like to, and I might have some lies, so I want to see how much the lie detector can.
Detect.
Like, yeah, obviously, I have, I may have secrets that I may not have told, people, or, or maybe not consciously, but something, that never came up. Or, yeah,
Hmm.
then when somebody asks you that question, and it
Hmm.
might, in usual circumstances, it might end up as a lie. But yeah,
Yeah.
but how that would be.
Do you
Uh,
do you mind lying, or do you think lying is really bad? Do you think that?
lying, if that doesn't hurt anyone, and
Hmm.
if that's not yeah, as a harmless lie is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
If it can, especially if it can save someone, if it can save a situation, um, uh, a critical situation, I would say.
Hmm.
Not,
Hmm.
yeah, but try and avoid lie. I don't really, I don't, yeah, I don't lie. I mean, I didn't have to, unless it was like very silly reasons, or like, even now, I sometimes lie, because if it's like my son's exam or something like that he got a bad score, then he
Uh-huh.
would be like really stressed out, like, because my husband is like a bit strict with exams and education. So
Okay.
then I hope he won't watch this. Then, yeah, then we secretly don't tell him. We don't tell him that he got a score. So I kind of
Okay.
hide it. I kind of
Hmm.
hide it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, but if yeah, but even at some later at some point, because I would still tell him, but at a later point in time, when that
Yes.
it is not really, the what do you call, the effect
Critical
is
time
not.
is
Yes, the
critical
critical
time is
time
over.
really is there. Yes, I'll try and hide it.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I'm the one who deals with all of this, his day-to-day activities. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, maybe just best way today. So maybe just don't open your mouth, if you don't have, don't want to lie. But yeah, we all have to, come across a situation when you have to really either keep your mouth shut or have to lie.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm don't really like. Is that that king who was like, have you heard of Harishchandra, Satya
Hmm.
Harishchandra? Have you
Yes.
heard of
Yes.
him? Yeah,
Yes. Of
he
course.
he was very honest, and he never
Yes.
lies. So, yeah, so yeah, not everyone can be that.
Yes. Not everyone can be Harishchandra. That's right. That's true. Hmm. It was an amazing conversation with you, Shaila. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank
Oh
you
my
so much
God,
for joining.
time flew by. Thank you so much, Hina.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really a fun session,
Yeah.
honestly.
Thank you.
I didn't even ask you anything, actually.
Maybe next time we can
Yes,
talk
yeah,
more.
I
Yeah.
totally loved it. Absolutely. Thanks so much, Hina.
Most welcome. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Take
You
care.
too.